Welcome to another episode of Casey Outdoors. In today's episode, I'm going to be showing you guys how not to shoot a compound bow. I'm also going to be telling you guys all about the bow giveaway happening on this channel. Oh my gosh, dude, did you just blow my bow up? Now what you guys just heard in the last clip was unfortunately my bow blowing up. It was a Mathews V3 27 inch. It was my first really expensive bow that I had ever bought, and unfortunately it's no more. I was walking down to my target to get my arrows, and a no-named certain somebody, I love you buddy, don't take this the wrong way, we're gonna keep you anonymous so the people in the comments don't absolutely destroy you, but a no-named certain somebody drew back my bow without a release on while I wasn't looking and pulled it back about a fourth of the way. The string slipped out of his hand and the bow went boom. Well, this thing's a little messed up, isn't it?
Yeah, I wonder how that happened.
Got my Mathews here. It's days before deer season starts, and my cousin, behind the camera, decided to blow my bow up last night. So we're here at Vance Outdoors. We're gonna get it fixed, hopefully. You don't have to buy a new one today. This is what we're working with. Got it.
Right here and up in here on where Mathews cracked.
Okay.
I went to go throw it on the press and saw that when I was lining everything up, so I'm not going to press it just
fair enough.
because if I break it anymore, I can't get you parts.
Right. Okay. All right. Well,
I'd go.
thanks anyways. Now, unfortunately, the limbs were toast, the cams were toast, and so was the string. So this meant I had to replace all of those things on the bow in order to get it back up and running. So I went to the dealer that I bought the bow from. They also looked at it. Second opinion was bow was toast. Cams, limbs, string, whole 9 yards pretty much needed to be replaced. Unfortunately, that costs a lot of time and money. They were quoting me several $100s along with being 4 to 5 weeks out. Now, two things are unfortunate about this situation. One, it's a lot of money, that sucks. But two, bow season is right around the corner. I don't have 4 to 5 weeks to be waiting on my bow. With season getting ready to start, I just don't have time to lose. So with that being said, I ended up trading in my blown up Mathews V3 for a brand new Phase 4. At 60 yards with the Mathews Phase 4. Elevation perfect, left just a little bit. Absolute money. So let's go ahead and talk about how not to shoot a compound bow. Right here we've got my Mathews Phase 4. This thing is top of the line from Mathews. Absolutely phenomenal bow. And I'm gonna show you how not to shoot a bow. There's many things you can do wrong when shooting a bow, and I'm gonna try and demonstrate a few of those things for you. So the first thing is, when you're shooting a bow, you need to make sure you always have an arrow in it when you're shooting it. The risk of pulling back the bow without an arrow is if it slips or accidentally goes off, then your bow is 100% going to blow up, like I recently experienced myself. Now, what happened there was a complete accident, and this video is supposed to be educational for people who don't know how to shoot or who are maybe getting into shooting. It's totally normal to pick up a bow and be like, oh, I'm gonna pull it back and not have an arrow in it, not thinking, you know, it's more safe if I pull it back without having an arrow in it because I'm not intending to shoot it. When in reality, If you pull back one of these bows without having an arrow in it, you're really increasing the chances of you accidentally blowing it up. So what I mean by that is, and again, before I do this, I don't recommend you do this. I'm not saying this is how you're supposed to do this. I'm just demonstrating. So one thing that you're absolutely not supposed to do is draw a bow back like this without having an arrow in it, okay? Now, I've been shooting bows for a long time, and I can pull back my bow confidently like this, knowing I'm not gonna pull the trigger. I'm gonna slowly let my arm down and disarm the bow. But if you're new and you don't know that, and you just pick up a bow, a lot of times you're not gonna have a release on, which is a whole nother thing that we're about to get into. But naturally, you're just gonna wanna grab the bow by the string and pull it back. Now, that is a terrible idea, and I'm gonna explain that to you now. When you pull back a bow with your hands and not a release, you're not pulling it back how the bow was designed to be pulled back. The bow was designed to be pulled back with a release, much like the one that I have here. You clip on your release to your D loop like that, and that's how you pull back the bow. And then when you're ready, you pull the trigger and the bow goes off. So that's how it's designed to work. It's not designed to be pulled back with your fingers like this. What happens when you do that is you're torquing the bow one way or another. And as soon as you get the bow back and you have load on the bow, you can derail the bow very easily. And when I say derail the bow, I mean the string slips off these cams and pop, there goes the bow. Toast. So first things first, you never shoot a bow without an arrow, okay? Secondly, you never shoot a bow without a release. Those are the two most important things that I can tell you not to do when shooting a compound bow. Another thing that I see a lot of people do is their draw weight poundage is set too high for them. You want to start with a lower poundage so you can comfortably and safely pull back the bow without straining too much or your arm shaking. So what'll happen is you'll see people aiming at the sky to pull back, and that's just not how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to have the bow straight out in front of you, and you pull straight back, just like that. Again, this is one of those things where if you're new, you don't know, and when I first started out, I was guilty of pointing it at the sky and pulling it back because I thought that was my mechanical advantage to pull back this really heavy bow. But in reality, good form is to stick the bow right out in front of you and pull directly back, okay? Now, I just want to go ahead and say this right now. I am not a professional archer, but I have been bow hunting for a long time, and I've learned from many mistakes over the years. So this video is just to help you guys avoid the mistakes that I made when I started out. Now that we've discussed what not to do, let's knock some arrows and shoot this thing the right way. Right here, I've got some Black Eagle Zombie Slayers. These are the arrows that I'm gonna be shooting this year. When I draw the bow back, I always put my finger behind the trigger like this. I never draw the bow back with it on the trigger, because what can happen is as you're pulling back, you could accidentally pull it and it could go off. So for safety, I just always put my finger right behind the trigger and then pull back. Not too bad. So if you don't already know, I am going to be giving away a brand new compound bow on this channel. All you have to do to be entered is literally just be subscribed to this channel. You don't have to buy any merch. You don't have to do anything else other than hit that subscribe button on this channel. It will automatically enter you into the giveaway for the brand new bow. And honestly, I don't have that many subscribers right now, so your chances of winning the bow are actually pretty high. So do yourself a favor and smash that subscribe button before it's too late. With that being said, let's head to the bow shop and pick out the giveaway bow. All right, here we are, Vance Outdoors. Alright guys, we're back here with the bows in Vance Outdoors. I was going to go with the Edge XT by Diamond Archery, mainly because I started out my archery career shooting diamond bows. However, my buddy Houston here behind the bow counter talked me into getting the legit compound bow package by Bear Archery. We got it in this Strato camo color. This one's got a Whisker Biscuit, and this one's got, I don't know what that's called, but similar, different style Whisker Biscuit. We got a 4-pin sight versus a 3-pin sight. $334.97 for the Diamond Bow. $399 for the Bear Archery. Houston definitely talked me into this one. He said it's a much better bow, so we're getting the better bow for you guys. Made in the USA, baby. Love to see that. Legit Strata. Throw the old Mathews on top of it. Got the receipt right here, guys. We got the bow on sale for $399.99. Great deal for this package. We made it back to the house. We've got the giveaway bow right here. Bear Archery, made in USA. Probably the most important thing here. Since 1933, that's pretty cool. I just want to emphasize that this video is not at all sponsored by Bear Archery. I just wanted to give back to you guys, and this seemed like a very good, high quality, entry-level bow for you guys to get started with. So that's why I went with this combo from Bear Archery. Assembled right out of the box. This thing is pretty sweet, guys. It's in this awesome Timber Strata camo color. As you guys can see there, it's a bear. You're working with a 4-pin sight. Hopefully you can see that, by Trophy Ridge. You've got some sort of Whisker Biscuit here, also by Trophy Ridge. Wrist strap here, along with a stabilizer. And don't forget about the quiver. All in all, you got the whole package deal to get started here. You already got the D-loop on there, along with a peep sight. So this bow is literally ready to go for you guys. You can customize this thing from 10 pounds all the way up to 70 pounds, which is crazy. But right there is the giveaway bow, guys. Bear Archery, 4-pin sight, all set up and ready to go for you guys. I'm gonna be sending it to whoever wins it in the original box. We just opened it up for the first time together, but I'm gonna package it back up and ship it to you exactly the way I just opened it. If you guys head over to my new Instagram, kc.outdoors.official, give me a follow. I will give you an extra entry into winning the giveaway bow happening October 1st. So give this account a follow and you will automatically double your chances at winning the bow giveaway happening October 1st. We're gonna make our way back to 60, 70, and try for 80 yards. We're gonna spend the rest of the evening before the sun sets shooting a really long distance, so let's see how it goes. That was money. That was literally money. As far as I'm concerned, this sight tape is perfect. Pulled that one a little bit high, but we'll go check them out. So these two are right on the money at 60 yards. That's exactly what I was going for. I know that I pulled this top one just a little bit. Let's pull these arrows and we'll shoot another round. All right, guys, let's go for another 3 arrows at 60 yards. Alright guys, unfortunately we are running out of daylight, so I'm going to go ahead and close today's video there. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video of how not to shoot a compound bow. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up for me. Let me know in the comments down below what other videos you guys want to see. I'm super excited about this channel, and I hope you guys are too. Regarding the bow giveaway, like I mentioned before, all you have to do to be entered into the giveaway is be subscribed to the channel. So if you haven't already, make sure you do that, because I don't want you to miss out on this, guys. And if you've stuck to this point in the video, I just want to say thank you, and I want to remind you that if you go over to my Instagram for this channel, kc.outdoors.official, if you give me a follow on that Instagram, I will give you an extra entry in the bow giveaway. That means you're 2 times as likely to win the bow I showed you guys earlier. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next episode of KC Outdoors.